Proceed.
The Emperor demands your presence at once. Lord Vader?
As he wishes.
Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're having a great day so far today. This is a video that I'm pretty excited to talk about, and it's a decision a long time in the making. As you know, in 2018, I embarked on a journey to make a fan film, a story that I wanted to see for myself, which was Vader fighting Mace Windu, because I felt like that would be an interesting story between the two who kind of had unfinished business. You know, the last time Mace saw Anakin was when he betrayed him and chopped his hand off. And I feel like if anyone's going to come back, it's going to be Mace Windu, and he's going to band together a few survivors of Order 66. It's going to be a grizzled Mace. He's a little bit different. He's a little more edgy, and he's ready to take the mantle of the Last Jedi, essentially, after Revenge of the Sith. And he is really the last hope. I know that won't be the title of episode 2. And lo and behold, you guys really liked the project. You liked episode 1. And as you know, the story isn't finished yet. You know, we didn't even get to see Mace until, you know, the cinematic, which was all CGI, which was the best I could do in this time, where everything is, you know, up in the air. That being said, the first one was filmed in Los Angeles, and it was the most amazing, beautiful, collaborative learning process for me in that time. I was, you know, comparing that version of myself to now. I feel like I was a little kid, you know, like a fish out of the water. And, you know, kid from Canada goes down to LA, ooh, and shoots a Star Wars fan film. It was so cool, you know. I remember a lot of great memories. It was really fantastic. But that being said, I learned a lot. There were a lot of things that I would change differently now. So many different little things that I'm not going to get into because it would kind of just discredit the first one. But it was the best I could do at the time. You know, I went into it with a budget of $30,000. I left with a final close of $164,000. And I was happy with the product. I feel like it was well received. I feel like you guys enjoyed it. And I was able to tell the story that I wanted to tell. And that being said, herein lies today's video. The story's not done. And as you know, you guys have been constantly asking, you know, where's episode 2? When's it coming out? And I've made tons of update videos. And with everything going on in the world right now, we know it's pretty difficult. So, I've mentioned I'm going to be filming in LA. I've mentioned I'm going to be filming in Florida. None of that's happening. So, I will be filming episode 2 in my home city of Vancouver, Canada. When? Well, it really just depends when all of the testing, the mandatory testing that you have to do with the swab isn't mandatory anymore. So whenever that happens is when I will be filming, because with a fan film, I want to make sure that I save all of the money that I can for the actual film itself, for the post-production, which is essentially going to be one of the most expensive parts of making the movie. I will be shooting episode 2 and 3 all in one shot, and then I will be releasing episode 2 at one point, and then releasing episode 3 at another point. My goal is to start filming this time or around this time next year, the fall of 2022. And if the testing isn't mandatory by then, but for sure, but if it is still mandatory, then we'll be pushing it to 2023 at some point, either in the spring, the summer, or the fall, and we'll just go from there. I've looked into it. I've crunched all the numbers with my accountant, and It's going to cost me roughly $350,000 minimum. I want this one to be a banger. The story that I want to tell, I don't want to half-ass it. I don't want to cheap out on it. I want to give you guys the best that I can, and if I'm attaching my name to this, I want it to really, really shine. It won't be for profit. I won't make a dime off of this through ads. I won't be able to put ads on it as per my agreement with Lucasfilm, and I will honor that. And this is just for the fans. This is just for you guys. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. You guys have given me a career. You've given me a dream job to be able to do what I always did in my life, talking about Star Wars. And now I get to do it professionally. And this is... it's great. I'll just say that much. And it's because of you. So I'm going to finish the story. I would like to film September of 2022. And that's only if the swab stuff isn't mandatory, because here, I'll give you the numbers. It's $200 per person. I think it's USD, or is it whatever? That doesn't really make a difference. But $200 per person if I have 100 people working on the film. Every other day, I think you have to get tested, or every 3 days, or something like that. And if someone gets sick, God forbid, you know, it's the whole project is slowed down. I have to fly all the stars out, so the main cast members. I'll be flying them out. I'll be lodging them in hotels, and you know, so they can shoot their scenes and take care of them, and then fly them back out to their homes. It's going to be a big process. It's going to be a big project. I think it's going to be the biggest Star Wars fan film project. It's quite ambitious financially, but I hope that will be reflective in the product. I hope it'll be reflective in the story that's going to be told. And the script is pretty much done. I've written it, and yeah, it's pretty badass, I gotta say. It's, yeah, you know, not to toot my own horn here, but I like it. It's good. It's in a good spot right now. So what I'm gonna do from here is I'm gonna shop around the script a little bit to any of the people that I did Rule of Two with, to see if they are able to even look at it and check it out and give me some pointers. You know, what would you do in this scene or that scene? You know, is this really the right feel for Vader? Because that's one of the main things that I focus on, is not something that's just flashy or looks cool, because everyone loves a lightsaber fight, right? Who doesn't? We've seen those on YouTube, and they get millions and tens of millions of views, and it's cool. But I really would like to elicit some emotion. I would like to stay true to the characters as George Lucas wrote them, and I want it to feel authentic. You know, it's a fan film. It's not official. It's just, you know, but I want it to feel as real and authentic and true to these characters, and to honor these characters as much as I can, coming from my point of view as a fan since I was 6. So that being said, over the next year, I will be scouting out locations, things like that, getting essentially prepared for everything to come. And hopefully, if that testing isn't going to be mandatory, then hey, gung ho, we're, you know, going to be shooting and bring you guys lots of footage, lots of behind the scenes footage. I'm going to be vlogging the entire thing this time, so much more hands-on, and it's going to be fantastic. Director, I will be directing it, and I'll be writing it. So but that being said, I am very open to getting help from professionals, because I don't want this to be like an ego boost for me, like I did everything. Oh, like, no, I believe a film, the point is to tell a story. It's not for me to get, you know, a ego check. So I want everything to run smoothly. I want everything to go good, and I want you guys to really enjoy the film when it does come out, so that when you know, you can look back on this video here, you know, 2-3 years or whatever from now, whenever it comes out, and you can be like, oh, okay, cool. So he had a plan, he had an outline of what he was going to do. Over the next 6 months, I will be perfecting the script, and it will be done officially, hopefully by March, around my birthday. I turned 32. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not 31. Yeah, I'm 31. Thanks. I turned 32. See, that's when you know you're starting to get old, when you're just like, it's all just blending together. I turned 32 in March, and I would like to have the script done by then. And yeah, it's going to be a beautiful process. It's going to be a very, very magical journey, a very big learning curve for me. Samuel Kim will be the composer. He'll be doing the score for the whole thing, and he lives in Vancouver too. So I will be working very closely with Samuel Kim on the music, because music is extremely important for a fan film, and he has his studio here. So I'll show you guys some behind the scenes footage when it all comes down to it. I'll be sitting in the booth with him late at night, and we'll be crunching away, making cool stuff. So it'll be very fun. I'm very, very excited. It's a year to 2 years away, depending on the whole testing. I hope it's just a year, but I just wanted to give you guys the update. I ran the numbers yesterday with my accountant, and it's 350 grand to 400 grand is my budget. I don't want to go over. If I go under and I can tell the same story, that'd be fantastic. But that being said, it is what it is, and I will do my best to give you guys the story that I want to tell, and I don't want to cheap out on anything like that. So you only get one shot at this, right? So that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments. If you want to support me, check out my Patreon and super chats when I live stream, my merch right here. It's got some dog hair on it, but it's well worn. So if you want, all the links are in the description. You cannot kickstart or fund the project at all in any sense, because that goes against my rules with Lucasfilm that they've outlined for me. But you can support me. So check me out and all my other links. That being said, I think that's pretty much it. If you have any questions that you want me to answer, I will make a follow-up video eventually. Check me out on TikTok, Spotify, StarWarsTheory.com. Keep the forums alive. You guys are doing great there. And yeah, just thank you for allowing me to be on this platform. Thank you for giving me a place here and a home and a life, career, and everything. So I hope to give that all back to you in this movie, part 2 and 3. And yeah, follow my journey as we go forwards over the next year. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you all. Thank you so much for your support, and may the Force be with you.